Okay, Bama Dave with you here. I had a different site today. I'm out with my buddy Tommy. We're on an old site I used to hunt a while ago. I'm trying to learn how to use this GPX before the big hunt, and I got my first find. It is not a it's not a bullet, but it is a set of half of a set of dividers that you would use for mapping. So it's iron, but it is a relic, so that's kind of cool. So we'll take that and keep going. Come back to you. Okay, well, my next signal, I had to chase this one around too, but it's a cuff button. Like I said, I've never really had much luck with the buttons in here until today. I had to chase this thing around. I mean, I got a good signal, and you know, it kind of disappeared on me, but you know, the detector kept saying there was something there, so I kept digging around and finally dug it out. So that's good. Another was probably sure it's a little general service cuff. So we'll take that and keep going. Come back to you.
I might as well put that little bucky ball in there. What the hell?
Yeah, so we're not doing too bad today. I got 6 bullets and a couple buttons, and Tommy's got looks like 6 bullets and some odds and ends.
Yeah, 6 and camp lead.
Yeah, so that's a nice little 32 Smith & Wesson. He's got some 44s and what's that? A Merrill and a Sharps.
Yep.
And I've got
and my bucky ball.
Oh, and don't forget that. Yeah. So yeah, we're not doing too bad. Okay, Bama Dave with you. Div Xli, I guess that's 441, I think. Day 1, we're back out here at Coles Hill with some hunting buddies here today. We got let me see, we got Mike over there, he's probing. A couple guys from Pennsylvania, Jack and Bob, and Matt is over there on the far hillside hunting. And you can look back down this valley up through these power lines, and that's Coles Hill. In the far background is Coles Hill, and this is Haynesboro Ridge. This is now in an easement and protected, but there's lots of huts up there, rock wall huts and everything. Very interesting site. And this was a Second Corps camp. It's real pretty, and you can see, I don't know if you can see the mountains way in the background over there. Really pretty area. So we're having fun, and hopefully we'll get back to you if we find something. Okay, it's about noon on day 1 of DIV, and I finally got my first bullet. Now this will be a nice drop through ringer. Yep, that's good. Proud to have that. It worked for that thing. So yeah, it's tough in here, but I'm gonna stick around this little spot, so if we can't find something else, come back to you. Okay, so I just got my second bullet for the day, and this thing, you can see, is well, I'm over the top of the hole, so it's about a little over pinpointer depth, and it's you see this mini ball showing right down here in the thing there. So it's about, I don't know, about 13, 14 inches. But hey, that's a good recovery. Proud to have it. We'll keep going. Come back to you. Got another one. Okay, well, I just got another signal, and I got a bullet right there showing, I think. Yep. And break that loose. Got another mini ball right there. That is a yeah, no, it's just a regular old, thought it was a Merrill for a second, but no, it's just a regular 58 mini. We'll take it and keep going. Come back to you. Okay, I don't know if you can see that, but there's bullet number 4 in the hole. Just pop that out. So that was about, a few feet away from where I've gotten 3 in about a 10-foot circle, so that's good. And take that and keep going. Come back to you. Okay, well, I got another good signal down in the hole here. I think I got a deep bullet. I'm just going to try to get it out here while we're, there it is. I just see it right there. I think I just nicked it. good save. We'll see if we can get another one. We'll come back to you. Okay, what I got showing in the hole now is a knapsack J-hook. Nice. I love that green patina that they come out of the ground with here. So hey, that's a good find. We'll take that and keep going. We'll come back to you. Okay, well, I don't know if you can see that, but I've just dug some sort of state button. I'm sure it's not, I don't think it's Confederate for sure, but maybe Connecticut or something. I'm not sure. Rhode Island, I'm not sure, but it looks like a little state button, a cuff button, so that's really cool. Recover that, keep going, come back to you. Okay, well, just a couple minutes later, and I just got this little eagle cuff button. It's pretty fragile, so I'm going to go ahead and recover that, put it in the button case. We'll keep going and come back to you. That's the close out of day one with the digging crew here, and I'm supervising.
Thank you, Rose. I made a friend.
That's like rivet.
Okay, morning of day 2 of DIV. Did pretty good today, or yesterday rather. Thanks to Matt right there. Here's the crew, Matt, and Bob, and Jack, and
That's what this thing's for.
Mike down in the hole down there. And this is a trash pit, or a maybe back-to-back huts. Yesterday they got a canteen out of there, a patriotic pin, some buttons and bullets, and you can see the darker layer down there. That's the use layer of all the refuse was in. And now kind of going through the spoils to see if there's anything in there before it gets expanded out. So we'll come back to you and something else comes out. Okay, so Matt has got himself into another fire pit here, and you can see all the ash and everything. Where's your egg at? He's got the remains of an eggshell down here in the bottom. All this white is eggshell. So the farmer lost some eggs. These soldiers were eating, and there's all kinds of ash and stuff, and he's been pulling out ration can and stuff. Matter of fact, I want to go shoot that ration can that's over there that y'all got out of there. So this is pretty neat. Big time capsule. Okay, well, this is a Civil War ration can. You can see the remains of most of it's there, and part of it, as you can see, is not even rusted. That is just really cool, and Mike is going to preserve that. But what a cool display piece. You know, these guys are out here all winter. It is cold today. We had some sleep, but imagine spending a whole winter out here. It's beautiful, but cold. And those guys were way up on this ridge in huts. Probably would have looked a lot like that during the Civil War, because they cut down all the trees, burned them for wood, for fires, and making huts, and used the rocks also. But we're trying to get into something, so we'll come back to you. Okay, so I want to do just a little bit of wrap up here from digging in Virginia. I did several hunts over a period of a few days, not all of them at DIV, but I'll go ahead and run over those things real quick. So at the top row here, obviously we got some bullets. These 6 over here got 3 sharps on the top and 3 44s. Those came from a site that a permission that I had, and the GPX really brought that place back to life. I think total we got about 12 bullets out of there and several buttons. At DIV, I was able to recover a few bullets, and that was nice. One of my better hunts, and thanks again to Matt Jennings for putting me on this little spot. I was able to cover several minis, and one of them here is pulled, as you can see. Going down to some of the brass. One of the neat finds I got here is this Virginia, it says Virginia Male Dog 1927. I got that from an old home site. And as far as my buttons, I got two neat buttons. On the left there, those little cuff buttons. One of them is a Connecticut. That's a Connecticut cuff here on the left, and on the right is an Eagle R. I believe that's for mounted riflemen. And then I got a couple of general service buttons. There's a coat button and then a little cuff button. Also got a 32 Smith & Wesson cartridge and a triangle hook and a J hook, and a few odds and ends of whatnots, a couple button backs, a little iron underwear button, and a rivet with some leather. And I got out of that old home site, also got a no date buffalo nickel, percussion cap, and a couple little rivets probably off of a percussion cap box. The guys I was digging with, they got into several pits and were kind enough to share with me a couple of the finds out of there. I thought this was really neat. This is a cow bone that's been cut off at the shank. You can see where it was butchered. My lab is already wanting to take this and run off and chew it, so I'm going to have to display that somewhere where he can't get to it. But I thought that was pretty neat. Really shows kind of the things they were eating. I also have a ration can that was given to me by those guys, and I'm trying to conserve that right now, so hopefully that'll turn out. But I definitely want to thank everybody I was with, Tommy and Mike and Matt, and those guys helped me a lot, and also getting to hang out with Jack and Bob. So had a really good time and a good visit. So hope you enjoyed the video.